Hi mates, welcome back to another video. We have got a leg day on the cards today. We're going to go all the way to Stoke, 25 minutes away to Destination Gym. We're going to get pre-workouts in, get fucking cracked off our brain, squares bars in, get some carbohydrates, and get fucking shredded, mate. I'm going to show you how to train legs, tips, tricks. Yeah, now, if you like this type of video, drop a like down below. Let's try and get 69 likes. And if you don't, I will come over to your nan's house, get 2 pieces of bread, slap them on your nan's head, and say she's an idiot sandwich. Gordon Ramsay. So, just go like the video, support a boy out, it really does help. Yo. Right, so we are at Destination Gym in Stoke right now. We've got leggies on the table. Mate, it's boiling in here, like I'm literally sweating. We've got the mic up, so we're gonna take you through a full leg session. It's not gonna be fun, it's not gonna be fun. We've got calves to start. We're doing 8 to 12, 5 to 8, and 12 to 15, so 3 sets altogether. Reasons we're doing calves at the start is because realistically, if you put calves at the end and you're training legs with enough intensity and you train them properly, you're not gonna wanna do calves at the end. So you're just gonna skip them or just train them with no intent. So shove them at the start if you are lagging like fuck with your calves. I'm not, so I'm pretty happy. However, still put them at the start because if I put them at the end, I'm not going to do them. So yeah, 3 sets of calves.
Focusing on fully stretching at the bottom, pausing, driving up, pausing, down, 2.
Oh, fuck. So next exercise is the seated leg extension. 4 sets altogether, 2 sets of 8 to 10. Fuck, I look like an elf like this, Christ. 2 sets of 8 to 10, 2 sets of 12 to 15. If you're wondering what I use to count my reps and shit, instead of like a logbook and like writing it down, then you've got to remember your logbook, then you've got to remember your pen. Realistically, if you forget one of them, you're fucked. You carry your phone everywhere, so I just use, it's called rep count. And you sort of write in what exercise it is, how many sets you've got of that exercise, then it gives you like your weight, your reps, you type it in, and then next week, it tells you what you've done last week. All you then need to do is either increase the weight or increase how many reps you do, and you're progressing. Find it so much easier than just sort of bringing a book around. One, you look like a bit of a fucking bodybuilding twat, it's me anyway, but rep count, prime leg extension time. Now this machine has about 92 million different things you can change on it. Now that might seem daunting to some, but it's absolutely fucking superb. What you want to do, back pad first. Set it up so your knees are in line with the point of axis there, which is like where it turns, swizzles. Then, next thing, shin pad. Shin pad, that's a football thing. Knee pad thing, you want it as high as possible, so you can put as much force through the quads as possible, taken away from the knee, without it being uncomfortable. So as high as possible without it being uncomfortable. I'm quite a little short ass, so I have to go the highest one. Now with the prime equipment, you can change it so you can target what part of the movement you want, whether it's the heaviest part at the end, starting point where it's heaviest there. Obviously we are at the start of the workout, so quads ability to get short, bringing it up is highest. So we want it heaviest near that middle to end range. Middle end. I need number 4. Then, once you've done that one, finding this, you want it as low as possible without it being uncomfortable. Then you get yourself locked in and you drive up. How beautiful is that?
Now that's light as fuck.
Now what you're going to see me use here is like a disabled belt. You can get it off like Amazon. You wrap it underneath there, you attach yourself in, so when you're extending, your bum's going to want to instantly come off. This is going to keep it locked in.
He says it's easy. Sound.
There we go. Then increase the weight. Then you don't really need to pull yourself in. If you don't have a belt, get some wrist wraps, attach it to there, and then you can pull yourself down as hard as possible.
overshot it there. Bit too heavy. Good set though, fuck me. Only go one down for that one. So that was 95 times 7.
We got a long ass walk to the hamstring curl from here to here. It's not a long walk, I'm just joking. Seated hamstring curl, again, prime equipment, so it's like you can change 1,000,001 things on this. We go in 2 sets, 12 to 15, absolutely rinsing that shortened part, so this part of it, and see what happens. Can't say I've ever used this piece, so you're going along with it with me. Need to move this one a bit forward. I'll move this as high as possible. Knee needs to be in line with this. Middle to end range. Sound.
Oh, that's perfect.
1, 2, trying to squeeze in the shortened part as much as possible. 1, because we've got this heavy at this point, so I want to control it, as well as we're trying to rinse that shortened part as much as possible. So just by pausing it, you're going to rinse it a bit quicker. 1, 2, beautiful. Fuck. Shaky, shaky. Fuck, that hurt. My quads are cramping like absolute fuck right now, and it's not fun. Even doing this, they're cramping. Oh, we're gonna have to get like that. Fuck me. Ooh, they fucking reek, mate. They reek. My quads are an absolute fucking bitch right now. They're like, every time I even like bend them slightly, they cramp up like shit. And I try to train them, well, to be fair, I haven't trained them for ages, and I think that's why. I don't really think it's to do with anything. It's like just any sort of movement, and they cramp like fuck, ow, 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 ow. I think I'm just going to push through it and sort of just have to push through it to then be able to train them, because I've neglected them for the last few months. I only trained them like once in those few months. So now I'm going to train them twice a week to sort of bring them back up to par, because they're looking small as fuck. Think about driving hips back in the pad, almost forgetting about where shoulders are. Then going down, driving knees forward as possible, keeping them hips back, drive up. You want your feet as low as possible on here without them coming up at the bottom. So if I was too low and they do that at the bottom, you're too low. So bring them up slightly until you get to a point where you can squat all the way down and not have anything sort of heels coming up. Now, if you don't have a pendulum squat, hack squat, anything like that, do a Smith machine squat, a normal squat, anything that you're going down and up in that sort of movement. Now, I'm using a pendulum squat, 1, because it's very, very safe, it's hard to fuck up. 2, I've not got a spotter, so you can fail at the bottom and not be crushed to your death. You don't have to lift as much on it. So let's say that like a hack squat, you can put 4, 5, 6 plates on there. Who's gonna wanna fucking do that? Whereas this, 3, 4 plates and you're fucking toast. This is gonna be it. Oh, it's taken me about 52 minutes, 33 seconds and 21 milliseconds to recover from that set. I went a bit too hard, so I'm a bit fucking spangled now. Hence why I don't really do a squat and a leg press, just because there is not a chance in the world that I'll be able to recover from it. At the moment, that is, when calories are fairly low. Now, the other leg session I've got doesn't have a pendulum squat, but it's got a leg press instead. So that's pretty much the same workout, but just with a leg press instead. And the sort of leg extensions are more towards the end and the leg press is starting. Yeah, last exercise is lying hamstring curl. We've got the prime one here, sweet. We've got 2 sets, 8 to 12 for both, targeting that start range and not the contracted range, just because we've already fatigued that with the seated hamstring curl. So now we're sort of more focusing on that lengthened part, trying to get as much out of the hamstrings as possible.
Shit, ow, that hurt. Got a fucking cramp in my right hamstring.
What I'm doing is imagine thrusting the pad as hard as possible like it's your mum. So, almost doing that, fucking the pad, keeping your glutes engaged the whole time, and driving up, keeping it engaged the whole time, and it'll, woo, you can feel it. That is session done and dusted. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, comment down below, hamstring if you've made it this far, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya. Bye, mates.